Hello, I'm Shawn Eckles. I'm here with Paula Williams with Rosegate Mortgage, and today we'll be talking about home loans. Paula, if you could, can you explain to the people what documents are needed to start the loan process?
Yes, we want to pre-approve everyone. So I will need a paycheck, at least one. If you are paid twice a month, we'll need two. Picture of your driver's license and a copy of your tax form, your W-2. If you're employed by a company. If you're self-employed, we'll need a couple other things. 1099, 2 years worth of tax statements.
And why is it important that you have these documents?
We want to pre-approve you so that you aren't wasting your realtor's time if you can't actually qualify for the home that you're looking at, or we don't want you to lose your due diligence money if the loan can't go to closing. So it's important that you are pre-approved before you start taking the next few steps in getting your dream home.
And once you are pre-approved, what is the next step?
Once you're pre-approved, I'm going to send you and your realtor your pre-approval letter. When you take this letter with you and you find the home you want and you make the offer, your offer is going to be considered more serious and it'll be taken more seriously by the seller and the selling agent. And I'm available to call the selling agent to say, hey, this person is qualified. The money will be available at closing. Once I have your contract, your purchase contract, I'm going to put you in underwriting, gather a few more documents typically based on what the underwriters want, and then we're going to order the appraisal and get you to your closing. We hope to get you in your new home in 30 days or less.
So can you tell me the difference between a pre-approval and a pre-qualification?
A pre-qualification is based on what someone pretty much just basically tells you. A pre-approval is based on documentation that I send through a pre-underwriting process. So you actually, in my system, will go through an automated underwriting system that tells me you are truly going to be able to qualify for this loan. There are no surprises when you do the pre-approvals. There could be surprises with the pre-qualification.
Yes, ma'am. And we've gotten the pre-approval and we've gone out and we've found a home that the client would like. In terms of the appraisals and things like that, how does your company work with the client?
Well, as soon as you find that home that you want, we want you to call us and we're going to start talking to you and getting a feel for what your goals are, time frame, how much money were you able to put down for the due diligence. That'll go back against your closing costs as well. So it won't be wasted money at all. At closing, we are going to add that money back in. Once we have your goals as far as the time frame, sometimes we have to wait for the seller to move out of the house. So these are all things that we'll have a discussion about. Then we're going to get more documentation, typically. That only takes a few days if you have your checks and your W-2s in order. I'm going to get you into the true underwriting system, and then I'm going to get you a loan estimate that you will sign that says, I am intending to proceed. It's called an intent to proceed. Once we have that, we are rolling. We're going to get you closed out. We will order the appraisal after we get the intent to proceed, and that's a whole nother story. Appraisals can take a few days, or they can take 30 days. And it really depends, we have found, on your location. Rural locations can take longer than urban locations.
Okay. And a lot of people hear the underwriter. Can you explain what the underwriter is doing with your file?
Yes. So every lender has a group of underwriters. And these underwriters are going to the IRS, checking the correctness of your tax returns. They are calling your employer if you have a paycheck to say, does this person work there? How long have they been there? So they're basically just scrutinizing the documents you gave me to make sure that the lender is not taking a risk on lending to you.
Okay, well, it sounds like we've walked someone through the process of being able to obtain a loan and purchase a home. If someone wanted to get in contact with you, how would they be able to find you?
You can go to my website, which is loansbypaula.com, and within that website is a link to view the rates. You can kind of calculate or price out a loan. Beneath that, it says apply now. And you can click the apply now and start the application process, which typically only takes about 10 minutes. Give me a call after you're doing it, or I will call you, and we'll get to work on wrapping up your pre-approval.
If you guys have any more questions, feel free to reach out to me or Paula.